What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Showtime is the Blazer King with King's Critiques, and we're back for the second part of Yuri Monday. That unfortunately started to become the only part of Yuri Monday next week because See You Tomorrow at the Food Court did end today. Sag. But we get to the true Yuri today, and it's the second episode in Mai's arc. Wait, Mai's arc? Mai's the original arc. This is Satsuki's arc. Yeah? Yeah. Which also, I'm not sure if it's like a subbing issue or what, but like when I looked up her name, it was Satsuki. But I'm pretty sure every time in the subs it's looked like Satsuki. And while that like is understandable to be a name, that also threw me off a little. So I'm gonna go with like the wikis and like Google result with, Satsuki, because that does make a little bit more sense. Caveat as usual would be, of course, it's highly encouraged to drop a comment depending on your thoughts on the episode, the show, my opinions on the episode, whatever, because, I always appreciate to see comments down there to converse with myself or between other people, and I love to see people talking to each other even if I'm not involved. And the secondary usual bit would be it's always appreciated to at least let the video run through the limit of the watch time, hit the like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff. It's all very good for the algorithm and my soul, and it's free. Free is a good thing, isn't it? That all being said, though, let's get into part 2 of Mai and Satsuki. Yeah, see, like, it's Satsuki here, but why is it Satsuki officially? Like, the people who do subtitles are idiots, or maybe Google translated it wrong. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with Satsuki. Like, if Google put me to the wiki, which says Satsuki. So, like, a matter of fact, I'm gonna just re-look it up just because I don't want to like be saying it wrong the entire fucking episode. Satsuki, right there. Fucking subbing people on YouTube are moronic. Hey, to be fair, the library is where a lot of people do very not minor things. Her brain's been so rotted by Mai's idea of a good time, she was immediately assuming lesbian things. Based, but damn. Wow. Such high standards for yourself. I won't date anybody who's not at least rank 10. 10? 10. 10. Can I play Undertale again? That one being in the top 10 is probably surprising. She's gremlin coded as hell. See, you're saying that like she can already choose to date you. You're saying that like Mai probably won't eventually be like, okay, if it makes you happy, fine, you can date as many of us as you want. And that probably will not be exactly what's on Renako's mind at the time. However, look at that sentence and point out what's wrong with it. I'm going to ignore the other obvious thing. Okay, rude, by the way. Hey, listen. Teasing the quiet kid would not involve her being between her legs. I'm just saying. Like, that's taking a tease too far. And usually that involves like a group of friends hiding in a closet waiting to take a picture and insult them. That was not the case here. So we're going with the obvious based on the arc we're in that the shop assistant is Satsuki, right? I'm going to assume, but also that sentence is based. Yep. Hold on. But that's also a good potential thumbnail if it wasn't for YouTube's idiotic top and bottom bits being there. Maybe I can find it better on Google. She's breaking. How's she gonna break into her sister that's like, yeah, this is my current girlfriend. And then her sister's like, excuse me, did you just use the word current girlfriend? No, Satsuki's gonna be the one to say it. And that's gonna throw her sister off even more. Like, wait, weren't you dating Mai a minute ago? What is happening in your life? Well, technically she is, but technically she's not. Because, does Mai understand that they're dating? Or was she just like assuming it's a friendship thing why they were so close at the end of the last episode? Because that eye tick definitely made it seem like she knew something else was up. I think her sister's a little jealous, honestly. Just look at her like, you have two hot girls who are just like this on you. What are you doing with your life? we need to talk about this later, because like, I thought you were with Mai, and now this. I'm confused and a little jealous. A little bit. But Satsuki's also not wrong. I mean, you two are technically dating right now. You're also technically with Mai. So when the other's going to get, what, Honestly, the sister will probably be hella confused when it's all 5 of them dating Renako. Wait, she is the 5th, all 4 of them. She probably just doesn't want Mai to know that she has a part-time job. Okay, that's understandable, though, because same. I'm so tired of hearing it. Interesting. That's a word. Ayo? Okay, pause. That visual is insane, by the way. Gay as hell, too. Okay, but that's adorably trolly, is putting dog masks on cats. Sena is the ultimate lesbian among us. Just complaining about Ajisa being a totally talkative person. She looks annoyed Ajisa is actually as saintly of a person as she seems. A little gay, but totally saintly. Actually, doesn't make anyone any less saintly, but like, you know what I mean. But the metaphor though? Satsuki inviting her inside her home? Very simple. Was that her mother? Okay, so first, gonna say the obvious base take of her mother's hot. Second, is her mother a lush or... Because she's like overly excited about Satsuki having a new friend over, and she's not really leaving too much to the imagination. So she either immediately feels comfortable about immediately feels comfortable about everything anyway, or she tipping back a bit. And the sister assumption, just to make it feel like more of a compliment, because you can totally tell that's probably her mother, because like obviously, but also unobviously, and I'm sorry for making this the most like obvious statement, but like, good lord. So is it actually her sister, or is she just like saying that to continue Renako's thought process, and Sasuke's gonna shut that down real quick? Yeah, it's her mother. MILF, but why are you surprised by that? Like, granted, I guess it is more of a based opinion for the sister to be slutty coded, but and yes, I did just say that, and I don't fully mean it, but like ignoring the state of dress that like could be just considered for the comfort of one's own home, the overly friendly attitude leaves to question. Oh, that's a frilly dress. No, high key, I kind of thought it was like a nightgown that was like too down, so her bra was exposed. No, that's just a frilly top part of the dress, I believe. The only weird ideas Renako might be getting is the fact that, well, I've already said it. Damn, Sasuke just immediately defeated from that whole incident. Like, honestly, it's not that bad, you know? It could have been worse. We've seen moments in anime where it's gotten worse. You know, the MILF of a mother comes out actually drunk and starts hitting on the friend. We've seen that enough time in anime. Okay, I didn't know that bit, so that's on you. But, like, for number 2, the only thing I might tell people at school is you got your looks from your mom? Smile? Is that really a secret? Satsuki's probably just gonna be like, yeah, I know. Bitch, do you not remember me? I went to middle school with you. Just the, oh. Exactly. Like, that, no, that actually adds up and makes sense based on, like, all of our interactions at this point. The judging. But hey, Renako did a good job of making Satsuki forget about her own downcomings? I don't think that's the word I was looking for, but we're going with it. You're leaving out the wrong door. Never mind, that is the right door. Damn, Satsuki actually hurt her feelings, so where she would... How did that go from Satsuki being the one who was ashamed of herself, being a mommy's girl, I guess, to Renako getting upset and leaving? How the fuck did that happen? Barrett, why'd she take that much offense to, like, being pointed out like that? It's not like she said she wasn't going to be your friend because it was obvious. Like, bruh. And now bitch got lost. Now, however, as much of an asshole as she is, Satsuki probably came looking for her like, you know, a good, not only friend, but girlfriend. Also, I get you, Renako. Like, you think it's easier to be, you know, just admiring things from far away that you want so deeply in your heart because you realize you're just not worth anything better than that. However, there's a difference here. She's a teenager who's super hot and, well, even as a teenager, I was not, which is why I've been like garbage since I was 16. So, like, she has tons of promise to get the things she wants, and she's, like, literally the main character of a Yuri harem, so, like, she's destined for greatness. I'm destined to just, like, self-loathe. And I really do want to try to be better to not show as much self-loathing on this channel, but man, it is difficult. She did just try to stay cool about knowing where Renako would be, but it's like, it just kind of ran until I saw pink. Pause. Thumbnail material. Like, good thumbnail material that's not inhibited by the top or bottom. I might still use Satsuki in her, like, work outfit, but the gayness is also always a good thumbnail. Based. Also a good potential visual for the thumbnail. I think the one with the moonlight in the background might be a little bit better, but unless maybe they share their first kiss here, and that's thumbnail material. Hey, yo, she's heard this once before. I mean, yes, but also no? It's weird. Yeah, that might kill Mai. And she knows. No, she knows that might kill Mai. That's why she did it. Damn. Vindictive. I think that might be worse than the school uniform. Keep the chain. You're charging me? So, who wants to guess this is probably going to end up to be the exact same situation as it was with Mai? Because, like, I'm assuming Satsuki probably took the light bulb out on purpose, just so she can have an invasion of privacy moment. Why are you in the... Okay, well, I'm guessing it wasn't on purpose if the question was asked why she's in the dark. Yeah, no, I was correct. She is totally going to join her. Why are you naked? I mean, yeah, but, like... Bitch. Yes? Kind of? Technically? I mean, so far, Maya's way ahead of her, if that's the case, because, like, y'all bathed together, you know, made out in the bath, you know, kissed in the pool. Pretty sure Maya's way ahead in all of this. Okay, it's not too shabby. Okay, those are kind of neat, though. Okay, the atmosphere is definitely very pretty. And again, I'm going to be a bit base and say she's not as good as her mother in certain areas, but still not as bad as it looks on the outside. Weirdly, like in Maya's case, not as impressive, but bitch really knew how to make things romantical. Now it's time to kiss her on her hot mouth. Okay, that sounded a lot creepier than I thought when I was just trying to replicate the meme. Don't sue me. Well, yeah, don't do that either, but also don't yell at me. Like, I was trying to meme and it sounded a lot creepier than I originally thought. Am I going to cut it out of the episode? Probably not, because, like, for the original upload, I usually just kind of, like, be lazy unless I, like, get up to leave halfway through. And now comes the smooch, right? Okay, but I am going to drop the morality thing other than just simple compliments and say, again, how can anybody say Renako is plain? Like, looking at the whole of her, how can you say Renako is plain? Like, that is the kind of person an actual introvert would love to meet, you know, in the introvert sphere, you know, just through communications online or whatever. Because, like, good lord. Like, still not sure if she's the hottest one in the show yet. But it's hard to argue. Honestly, I think right now, Satsuki's mom is probably the hottest. And that's just so I, like, don't get berated with, like, moral complaints. But the red in her face, though, like, just, she's only touching her hand so far, and, you know, the amount of red. And I totally would use this as a thumbnail image because it was equally as gay. But I feel like this being a thumbnail image might be a bit more of an issue because, like, well, actually, I've used worse boba for a thumbnail image, so if I want to use this, they probably won't bitch. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll change it after the shit on the 13th and take a test run just in case. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll just do it anyway. Because there's been a bunch of good options so far. It really does. What are you imagining? Yeah, I wonder what she's about. You are cleaning specifically her hands. What do you think she's imagining? Especially the, like, stroking motions. No, I could see where that feels sexual. I could understand that. I'm not wrong. Yeah, no, listen, if you're washing the back, that'd be one thing. But, like, you're specifically paying attention to her hands with those very slow stroking motion. No, that is totally, yeah. Yeah, I think she's just now realizing it too. Like, actually, you might be right. You're the perv here. That's true. Hey, yo. And she shared lesbian lewd books with you? Hey, she really was trying to get a point across, wasn't she? Maybe that's why she started to like Renako, was because honestly, in here, she's starting to get more like Mai. The look of terror, like, I am about to be crushed. No, that is a look of terror on Satsuki's face of, those are very nice, but they are definitely about to crush me. Okay, well, there was no crushing involved. No, 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 no. Ren, fair is fair. No, I was high-key expecting Satsuki to, like, make it even, in her opinion. To think of boobs the minute you lie down, though, again, is kind of based. Now, dumbass, you're already friends. Right now, you're girlfriends, so pay more attention to that. Oh, we all get along eventually. Wait, what do you mean by photo proof? Wait, what do you mean by that? Satsuki? You're not about to do something crazy, are you? What do you mean go bold? It was bound to happen eventually. I wasn't expecting it to be all the way at the end of the episode, but it was bound to happen eventually. Meanwhile, Red's actually trying to sleep. But she's probably so groggy she's just gonna, like, turn and... Oh, just not gonna post it anywhere. She is going to send it to Mai, and the next episode is going to be very awkward. As dramatic as episode 4? Probably not, but... You're technically correct? Now that is the thumbnail. Maybe a little bit more in center. There we go. There we go. That's a good thumbnail. That exudes the gay properly. She was not ready for it herself. She just, like, immediately red-faced, dead-armed. Did she even get the picture like she wanted to? What do you mean, what am I doing? You asked for it. Was she just referring to a kiss on the cheek and Renako turned into it? And that was not what was expected of her? She was just going for the kiss on the cheek. Damn, wonder if she actually snapped the photo or if she was, like, too embarrassed to even hit the button in that moment. Renako went the way that she's used to when it comes to kissing. Oopsies. Being the first kiss, though. Actually, that's probably the first W she's had over Mai, so there's that. I mean, you're not being hit for it, so no? She's the one that kept calling you guys girlfriends, so, like, that was on her for you assuming. I'm just saying. That's the bullshit you and Mai tell each other. She's understanding. So he's like, wait, shit, fuck. Hey, Mai wasn't going to give her give it to her at any point, so she says it's not a big deal. Entirely red. You just said it was your first kiss, so, for what? Is she still under the belief that kissing gets you pregnant like Amelia? Because that was still a funny bit in ReZero, like, near the end of season 2, where Amelia thought because her and Subaru finally kissed that she was going to be pregnant. It's like, bitch, that's not how that works. The 4-hour railing session, that is how... Sorry. To be fair, that was Satsuki's fault for, like, propositioning a kiss, and, like, what you're used to for kissing is with Mai, which, apparently they changed the outro every episode, too, so I'm actually going to stick around with this one. Okay, apparently the outro doesn't change because this is the Gin losers were becoming lesbians bit. Okay. So, I did know we were going to see their first kiss in this episode. That was, like, the genuine, probable thing that was bound to happen. I did not, however, see it going down like that and, like, Satsuki assuming one style of a kiss and Renako just going for what she's been more used to as of late. I'm surprised she did not bury Mai immediately with the, this is all Mai's fault, this is how we always kiss, but then that also would have been an even more awkward conversation of Satsuki bringing up, wait, you guys kiss like that? How often does that happen? How far have you guys gotten? Because she knew about the bath, but was she not aware that they kissed that much in that way? Oh well, that is how it is, and, yike. But at least that means it's probably going to be more open next episode for there to be a conversation between the three of them, right? Suppose we'll see. If you're a non-manga reader, let me know your thoughts. And if you are a manga reader, well, You can say shit if you want, because in the way that there might be good spoilers, I don't mind. You know, like when someone reassured me that the drama in episode 4 was going to be very minimal, because it really was. It went from awkward as hell to the sister being like, oh no, actually, I'm proud of you, to them making out in the pool. So, like, it was very little drama in episode 4, so hopefully if there's any in episode 7, it's really a matter of them, like, bringing it up to Mai, and Mai just sitting there being like, okay, well, the only way to make this fair is, and then she just kisses Satsuki and breaks her, which would be hilarious for the record. Like, Satsuki finally gets what she wants from Mai this entire time, and it shatters her for a good hour. I could see that happening. But we'll see how that goes in the next one. And like I said, you can let me know your thoughts on that, as well as about any other shows, movies, etc. I should check out this season, next season, or in general. Anything else to cover? No, because honestly, I think I covered everything. Oh yeah, the obvious part of, like, at least I finally have a character in this show, like, I can call hot without feeling a little bit morally bad about, because, good lord, look at Satsuki's mother. Like, sheesh! Alright, now that's about all I got for you. Like, I do really need to see if I can find some more good, wholesome Yuri shows, because I know there are some wholesome ones out there, and I know there are some that actually do show the goods. Not all the time do those two things meet, however. Also, speaking of Yuri, I have a trailer I need to watch for a new up-and-coming anime that will be uploaded onto this channel. So maybe I'll just add that in today's uploads, because it does also have that Yuri Monday base to it. That said, hit the like button, subscribe to the gaming channel in the description, ring both bells, like Facebook, follow Twitter, Blue Sky, keep updated with things, TikTok, Patreon, get the full and visual and audio stuff I upload here. However, that will only continue to happen either on a 3-month basis, which is fucking stupid, fuck you Patreon, or whenever I get a new subscriber, so like that encourages y'all to like do that, help me out, see some cool stuff yourself that you don't get here technically. Go follow Purple Prime for free, helps out immensely temporary, that's for the long term. You know how it does, how it goes. Until next time, playlist here, let it run through a conversation with stuff within whatever. Check out video recommended to you by YouTube here, or if you're watching the smaller version, the bigger version, to see what you missed. And now, till next time, been the Blaze King with Kritique. Out, for now. Peace.